Hello, good evening, everyone. You are welcome to today's facilitation, and I really want to appreciate you for making it a point of duty to attend today's facilitation. We are on week 7, even though it's out of the normal routine of our meeting. Remember, during our last meeting, I did say that because majority of us could not attend the first 2 lectures, and so I'm going to have a makeup class. And today is one of the makeup class. And today we are going to be looking at Module 1. Module 1 actually has 2 units under it. Don't forget, this is NSC 512, Occupational Health Nursing. And in today's lesson, we are going to be looking at the historical development of occupational health nursing, occupational health, and basic concept of occupational health. And before I forget, a quick announcement. I'm going to post Janet's contact number. For those of us who have friends, we can forward a number to, we can forward Janet's number to our friends who are part of this course to join our WhatsApp group for update of information. And also we can also post the same materials that is in our student portal. I understand that majority of the students have not been able to access their student portal. So the WhatsApp group would help such a student because we are going to post all these resources. I'm working in collaboration with our class rep in the person of Janet. So quickly allow me to just get our contacts, a phone number, a WhatsApp number. I'm going to paste it on the chat. So copy it and send it to your friends that are offering this same course for them to be a part. Okay. Okay. Let me quickly get a number and okay. Okay. Zero 070 655 62 990. So anyone offering NSC 512 is welcome to join this number. Okay, I've posted the number. Janet, kindly confirm if the number I posted on the chat is correct. Thank you very much. So without wasting further time, we are going to the business of the day, which is Module 1. Earlier on, we also posted this, the instructional video for this facilitation we are doing right now on the WhatsApp page that we have created. Okay, thank you very much. Confirm. So class, Janet is our class rep for this course. And we have a WhatsApp group for this course where we do not need to wait on the Thursday class before we post any question or send announcement or ask any question. Please make use of the WhatsApp, ask your question, post your question, and it will be addressed. We will also be posting the subsequent instructional videos that has been posted on the student portal for easy access of some of us that have not been able to log in. And also we'll try to post the assignment, but you cannot send the assignment via WhatsApp. Please don't send the assignment via WhatsApp. Please send the assignments via the student portal. Okay, thank you. All right, we are looking at module 1. Like I said, module 1 on occupational health nursing. The unit 1 simply says historical development of occupational health, while unit 2 says basic concepts of occupational health. Because the video has been there for a while on the student portal, do we have any of the learners present in class live to share with us what he or she understood by historical development, especially in Nigeria? Let's focus on the history of occupational health in Nigeria. Let's not bother ourselves with the one of the United States or the British one. We are in Nigeria. Let's understand in the context of where we are working and where we are going to be applying the skills. So you're welcome to share your thoughts and to share what you have learned from Module 1, Unit 1 and 2. Before I share the screen that I have here. You can show your electronic ends if you are willing to share. Let me also apologize for what happened on Thursday. Apparently, I'm not sure of what is happening. My Zoom account only allowed me for 40 minutes. And so when it reaches 40 minutes, it goes off by itself. I've tried to check the setting. It says the basic plan I'm put on is 40 minutes, but we'll see how it goes today. Hopefully it will be rectified before Thursday. So I apologize for any inconvenience that has caused us all. So I've introduced week 1, module 1 facilitation class on NSA 512, occupational health nursing. Historical development of occupational health, basic concept of occupational health. And also, before we dive into the main content, allowed me to share with you the learning goals for Module 1. At the end of Module 1 facilitation, learners should be able to describe the historical development of occupational health, to develop, be able to describe the historical development of occupational health in the ancient times, explain the historical development of occupational health in Britain and in United States of America as an example of developed countries. Describe the historical development of occupational health in developing countries, including Nigeria. Describe the contributions made by International Labour Organization and World Health Organization in the protection of health and safety of employees at work settings. Define occupational health. State at least 6 aims and objectives of occupational health. Explain the rationale for establishing occupational health, and lastly, describe the effect of work on health. So that is the learning goal for this course. It simply means that at the end of week 1, learners should be able to explain this and state them when it comes in an exam. This is what it simply means. So stop sharing my screen. Let me see your electronic end. For those of us who want to share, I crave your contribution. Please feel free to share. Like I always say, this is not lecture. If it was to be lecture, I will keep talking for that 1 hour. But because it is a facilitation, your voice should come out more as a student. This is a student-centered learning. So don't be passive, be active, please. So, okay. Occupational health deals with the study of the health problems employees face in their work environments and how those health problems are managed to protect the health status of employees. A healthy employer is actually the key factor for sustainable social and economic development. They contribute seriously to the wealth of the country. So you will see that when an employer treats his or her employees well, it helps to enhance a sustainable social and economic development. And in turn, this adds to the wealth of the industry, because when the employees are happy, they will deliver, they will be productive, they will put their minds and all their efforts in what they are doing. But when they are not happy, there is a problem. It will definitely affect their output. So the history of occupational health is as old as man. What do we mean? It started with an unmechanized farming throughout the world. Slave labor and prisoners of war was extensively used to build many of the wonders of the ancient world. And so you can see that in the ancient times, slaves are used to do the manual labor without being compensated. People are engaged to work without any benefits to them. And it's very, very, it was very, very sad. Okay, I'm still expecting to see. Okay, let me continue to share while I wait for students to share their own understanding on this topic. Okay, the next we want to look at is the development of occupational health in developing countries. And what do we, when we say developing country, such as Nigeria, we look at it that formerly the major occupation in the developing countries was mainly and unmechanized agriculture. I said that earlier on at the introduction. And the development of occupational health in the developing countries followed the path already laid down by the industrialized colonial masters, which was adopted by the labor laws relating to occupational health and safety of their former colonial masters. For those of us who have been around for a while, when we hear colonial masters, what rings in our minds is slavery, where we have people who are lording over the masses to work for them, where you have to work in, for instance, in a sugarcane factory, and you can't even eat. A lot of abuse were done to workers working for employers. Their health was in jeopardy. And it was as a result of this that occupational health was developed to save and protect the health of the employees. In Nigeria, how has occupational health and phase? Development of occupational health in Nigeria followed the pattern in other developing countries. We can say that Nigeria is not the first to institute occupational health policy or regulation. Originally, the main occupation was unmechanized agriculture and animal husbandry. The workforces were mainly women and children. And I can remember what my colleague would tell me. We always say that, oh, that in the ancient times, that people marry a lot of wives and give birth to many children for the purpose of having workmen, that is, having people to work for them in their farm. You can see that kind of, please, has the WhatsApp group been created? Yes, yes, the WhatsApp group, yes, the WhatsApp group has been created. And see the number that was posted earlier to join the WhatsApp group. Yes, the WhatsApp group has been created, and Janet Alao is the class representative for this course. All right, as I was saying, that in the ancient time, in the olden days, you see one man getting married to like 5 wives, having dozens of children, all because, or for the purpose of using them to work in the farm. These are a whole lot of abuses to human being, especially the women and the children. And so because of that, a stop has to come. And that is why occupational health was actually instituted, because the health of the women and the children were now in jeopardy. Workers were exposed to many types of occupational health hazards, and they were not being treated. Treatment then was not organized. People get sick and they are left alone. The first occupational health service in Nigeria was actually introduced by the Medical Examination Board in Liverpool Infirmary in 1789 to care for the health of the British slave dealers from Africa to Britain. And at the abolition of slave trade, most of us are familiar with the word slave trade. The Royal Niger Company of Britain organized its own health services, which were later inherited by the United Nations Company. And so we see all this during this time. People's health and people's safety were not put into consideration at all. And so that has led to the Organization of International Labor. And what do they do? What is their focus? We will see as we progress. The International Labour Organization health work include safety and health of all types of workers, especially from chemical and other industrial risk. Hygiene of seamen, social and medical insurance system, and workmen's compensation. That is, they want to see that workmen are compensated. If anything happens to them, they have health insurance, that is medical insurance for their health to get treated if anything happens to them. The surroundings where they are working also should be hygienic. Okay, it's noted. She will add you. Okay, for those of us who have not yet seen our names or seen ourselves on the group, it will be updated at the end of today. Then you have the opportunity to be in the course group. Thank you so much. Also, please do inform your colleagues that you know that are offering this course and pass Janet's number to them for them to contact her to join the WhatsApp group for this course. Thank you. As I was saying, that it collaborates with the World Health Organization in the field of occupational health and safety. What do I mean? That is, the International Labour Organization are working in collaboration with World Health Organization. And the emphasis were to lay on improvement of occupational safety and the health and working conditions, such as protection against risk in the working environment, adaptation of work process to the physical and mental capability of workers, and lastly, improvement of work schedule and job consent. Okay, so we've seen that the whole aim of organizing or instituting occupational health is for the benefit of workers. We want to ensure that workers are being protected and their rights are being respected. And if anything happens to them, they are covered. They are covered. So the safety and the health of workers is very important, and this needs to be understood by employers. Anyone to had or question? Is there any question? Any question? Learners, you are supposed to give a feedback to me after posting the instructional video and the course materials and other resources on the page. You're supposed to talk back to me and let me see if you actually understood what has been presented. I do not appreciate the quietness I'm getting this afternoon. All right, what are the goals of occupational health? There is always an objective or goal or outcome that you are expecting in every program. One is to identify work hazards that occur in the workplace environment. Identify potential physical, chemical, biological, ergonometry, and psychosocial stressors in a variety of work environments. Explain ways of protecting the working individuals from any health hazard in their work environment. Also, to describe the role of occupational health team members and the role of nurses in protecting and promoting the health and safety of workers. You will see, as nurses, we have a great role. If you are an occupational health nurse and you're working in an industry or in a factory or in a company, we've got a lot of responsibility on our health, on our hands, and this is very important. It is important for us to understand the importance of occupational health so that we can, in turn, protect and be an advocate for other employees. So we are to protect and promote the health and safety of workers, as well as the goal also is to provide health education. So who will provide the health education? You will see that nurses are always involved in training. When they are doing any training to any new employees, nurses will be involved. And during the training, part of the health education that is given is safety measures and in promoting health and safety in order to prevent physical injuries and psychological problems. What are the rationale for occupational health? What are the rationale for occupational health? The establishment of occupational health are deduced from the suffering of workers in the process of performing tasks in their respective occupation. See, a lot of people are exposed to dangers while doing their duty, they are working. And so as a result of that, occupational health was established to what? To help workers. The increasing use of chemicals in industries and agricultural production created new hazards for the workers. As a result, health problems of workers increase. Yet, occupational health hazards policy was not a priority still. Imagine, such still, many employers deny the existence of health problems to workers. A disabled worker could easily be replaced. Wages were very low. This seems to encourage the industrial owners and managers to neglect safety. So we can see that the safety of workers and their health were being neglected by workers. And this is very sad. This is really, really sad. So what are the benefits of occupational health promotion? When we promote occupational health and safety, how does the employees gain? What do they benefit? And the benefit is for both employers and the employees. There will be reduction of loss and cost due to absenteeism as a result of illness and accidents of workers. There will be improvement of workers' health behavior due to relaxed atmosphere in the work setting. There will be improved workers' health, improved workers' moral and job satisfaction, improved workers' efficiency and productivity, improve intrapersonal and interpersonal relationship within the companies, the family, and as well as in the community. Relationship between work and health. There is no doubt that there is a strong relationship between work and health, and this relationship are both positive and negative. The workers' health can affect their productivity and performances depending on the working environment, disposition, and the nature of occupational organization and policy. When the policy and the law and the regulation at work are friendly to employees, you will see that their output also will show. But when there is hostility and lack of care about their health and safety, the employees are also not happy. The effect of work on health. The effect of work on health serves as means of livelihood. It contributes to life satisfaction and happiness. It serves as source of challenge for human growth and development. It creates opportunity for socialization and companionship. It encourages emotional and psychological satisfaction. It reduces stress and promotes intra and interpersonal relationship in the work setting. We can see all these effects of work on health. When a man works and is happy doing his job, and the environment of the workplaces is conducive, is hygienic, and the safety of the employee is paramount in the heart of the employer, the person not only see his work as a means of livelihood, but rather there is satisfaction, there is happiness in what the person is doing. The person feels happy serving his employer. And it also creates a kind of companionship or socialization. The mere fact that you dress up in the morning and you're going to work gives you a sense of belonging, that you belong to a group of people that you can interact together. It also gives a kind of emotional or psychological satisfaction that you could leave house in the morning and you go to your workplaces. And it, in turn, it reduces stress and promotes interpersonal relationship. And so that is the few slides that I have for this module 1, unit 1 and 2 on historical development of occupational health and basic concept of occupational health. And let me welcome your contribution or your question or your suggestions. Please post, and let me get a feedback from you before we conclude this class.
Hello, ma.
All right, speak on.
Yeah, good evening, ma.
Good evening.
Sorry, I don't know whether this topic is under NSC 3032.
No, it's not. This is NSC 512, Occupational Health Nursing.
Okay.
Are you offering this? Are you offering NSC 303?
Yes, ma.
No, this is Occupational Health Nursing. Though you have concept of primary health care, but this one is basic concepts in occupational health.
Okay. So this one I don't think is part of my topic, right?
Are you part of this course, NSC 512?
No, ma.
How come are you in this meeting?
You know, we used to have a class with you every Thursday.
Yes. I normally have 2 classes every Thursday, NSC 303 and NSC 512.
Okay. So I'm not supposed to be in this class.
So, but specifically this link I sent, because this is a new meeting that I sent. The Thursday one is a recurring one every Thursday, but this one to make up for the first class for this course, NSC 512, the first lecture, none of the students was present. So I'm doing a makeup for them. For your class, we need to also have a makeup, but because students did not respond, whether they are interested in makeup or not, that is why, and none of your group actually showed interest for us to have a WhatsApp group. For this WhatsApp group is for NSC 512. Please, if you are not offering NSC 512, which is Occupational Health Nursing, don't bother to join this group. So that
all right, ma. Okay. Let me create for NSC 303. Ma, please, can I get your number?
Okay, you see it. I'm posting it on the chat now. I'm posting my number. 7 6 2 1 3 4 5 7 9. Okay, I've posted my number. Yeah. So that we can have an extra class to make up for what we do not we miss in the first 2 classes for NSC. Remember to target NSC 303.
Okay, yeah. Thank you very much. Right.
So you send me a private chat, then you and I can agree on how we would want the WhatsApp to run. Then what we will do is there, apart from who is speaking now?
It's Zita.
Zita, apart from Zita, is there anyone that is offering NSC 303 and is in this meeting now? Please show by your electronic end so that we can take notes. If you are not offering NSC 512 and you are in this meeting, please show and let's know. Okay, no one. Okay, you seems to be the holy person. So it's good you speak up. So that's my